Welcome back to Victoria 3. Alright, I was going to try to get a Warhawk, but I think we're going to have to try to peacefully de-peasant as much and as quickly as we can here. For instance, a big chunk that'll be a really nice food factory. Also, if I could find a technology that would use power, we could de-peasant people real fast. Getting the telephone might help. We're just going to try to de-peasant as many people as possible in an effort to get our standard of living up. We got 3 million peasants. Figured if we make food or groceries and grow grain, that's a relatively virtuous cycle. Let's see if we can get under 3 million peasants by the end of the year. $57,000 in interest. If we could pay off our 15 million, we'd be in a really good spot. What's our grain market? How's it looking now? It's a slight surplus. How about one local grocer for every locality? I'm trying to be peaceful over here. Why are you giving me the business? Sorry, New South Wales. I am not getting involved. %30 of their expenses go to grain. Stop buying grain. Buy groceries. Groceries are better. Well, we're not making a huge surplus of groceries, though. Is this building really working? That's the question. Short on glass, of all things. We'll see if we make some local glassworks and house land. If that gets the price of groceries down. Survey a skyscraper. Sure, why not? $2.97 peasants. We'll just build up a navy here to increase our influence. Great Britain expelled our diplomats. We went from them loving us to them trying to kill us. Belgium wants to trade. Where are you, Belgium? Ooh, they've got tools. Trying to figure out. Well, yeah, importing those tools is helpful for sure. They want us to set up appointed bureaucrats. Fine. Where are we? We're probably on hereditary bureaucrats. That's one of those ones I don't really get into. Yeah. That's fine. I'm just trying to make as many jobs as I possibly can as quickly as I can to get as many of these guys off of peasantry as possible. Of course, we are creating some unemployment, but my tactic is simply don't starve in the meantime. Oh man, these guys need a lot of glass. 10% construction sector throughput. Nice. 500 bureaucracy, which we can afford. %, government administration throughput. Yeah, that obviously goes here. In the capital. Hold on. Buildings under construction. Last page. Move it to the top. All right, we're going to side with the intelligentsia. We're going to not be shamed for making guns, and we're basically going to allow for a little police brutality because we've got way too many radicals. All right, so I tried to avoid the previous revolution with appointed bureaucrats. So you're going to have to let me get one thing done at a time here, people. Ooh, that taxation capacity is very convenient, actually. Let's pause building for a second. I'm going to take not a whole year, but 100,000 per week. I'm going to take a little bit of a break on building. 65K in interest. All right, back to building. I'm not going to promise them something I know I'm not going to follow through on. We've got a slight surplus on grain. Houseland is paying a lot for glass. I'm gonna push to get these porcelain pieces out of here. I guess I could also not make so much of it. It's also an option. And suddenly we're making money while building. Sheesh, I should have done that 50 years ago. We would have had so much more money right now. Why are you having trouble with wool gathering? What is the problem? Consumption of grain? Just do it. Make the fertilizer. Ooh, we can start using electricity. That's given us even more money. So given our current methodologies, livestock takes tools, iron, grain, and electricity. Then if we go over to the market for electricity, it's cheap in a lot of places. We'll make sure every location has at least one power plant. Our GDP is getting really high. I don't understand why we're not. So much prestige, but we're capped because we're not recognized. All right, so our request for an embassy has been accepted. Commies are revolting against themselves.
I don't know. Have a good day.
I'm going to take some of the momentum out of the agrarian party. $2.6 million peasants. More paper. Last thing we need is a protectionist. Ooh, looks like we blew up our government. Everybody but the industrialists. $500 electricity. The goal here would be, well, it would cause us to lose 7,000 laborers, but we would make so much more wood. Just trying to de-peasant. Building things as quickly as we can. Trying to mix in some farms, which are easy to build and employ a lot of people, with industry, which takes those inputs in and employs a lot of people, but are harder to build, but provide money to the capitalists, entering into our virtuous cycle. Let's check to see where we are power-wise. All right, no major negatives. A couple of negatives, though. We're going to go through and build a bunch of farms. A theocrat. Maybe we get a new guy. Now we're building full speed and making money. Every week we keep a little cash. There's another week where we spend less cash on interest. $175,000 unemployed people. Ouch. We're going to have to get those employed while or before we start getting people off the peasantry. 22 months until we get the telephone. Why isn't our recognition increasing? It's stuck at 10%. Our literacy is above 40%. Why isn't that going? GDP, standard living in the top 20. Literacy, we have voting rights. Universal suffrage. Belgium's gonna jump in. Is Belgium one of those high-end guys? I should probably just keep depositing. They are the lowest of the great powers. Our GDP is almost matching theirs. Our prestige almost matches theirs. They've got us killed on standard of living, and we've got them killed on population. All right, we're just going to keep depositing. Keep building buildings. Keep building stuff that gives people lots of good work. Darfur. We'll put a couple paper mills and a railway in Darfur to support the arts industry. Let them celebrate. I didn't even know I had all these rubber plantations. Can we use that? Seems like if we could use that rubber, it'd be amazing. Vacuum packing. Ooh. Shortage of oil. Not enough qualifications. Missing engineers, missing engineers, missing engineers. Shortage of oil. I wonder if we can import that. Boy, those French commies have a huge army. Funding his journal to get some psychoanalysis and 10% prestige. Sure. Now we just need to kind of crank up the amount of stuff. Ooh. So many mines. 72 per. 11 months before we invent the telephone. Ooh, that's good. It consumes rubber. Yeah, you need to stay focused on your studies. We're not going for industry band. Actually, foreign investment rights is an excellent idea. They want us to give them an obligation. All these 2-bit countries, if I wasn't in such a peaceful mood, I'd just go out there and conquer them. And they want an obligation. I don't understand this. It seems to me like we should be getting this progress. I don't understand why we're not making progress on this bar. GDP per capita. I wish there was an easy way to see that number. That's weird. Oh, because I got this markets thing open. That's why. We have to get recognized. Three infrastructure per use. I'd like to get it to level 10. Though I guess I should technically put this where the rubber is or something. Where something was besides just the people. Gonna get these electric, or I guess they're not electric necessarily, but these telephones. See if we can export them or anything. Gotta wait for them to get built. Any demand for telephones? I don't think I see it. Well, we paid off $10 million of our credit. I'm going to subsidize this just to get this kick-started. Our relationship with Belgium is way too good. We're selling way more than the market will hold, but hey, we're transacting in telephones. $2.5 million peasants. We have a slight surplus in groceries. I think we're good to stop our grocery focus for a bit here. Maybe that telephone industry is a little much. Let's not go too overboard. How do we go? How does this go? Let's see. 72 coal. It's only 3,000 people, though. I don't want to give all the momentum to the agrarians. $30 transportation per. Let's double check to make sure we don't have any opportunities to upgrade. All right, 30 per. Working on the railroad. Finish up our last food industry. Then we'll just try to build to the market. The market just wants coal. It said Wadi was having an issue. Looks like we could make some more steel. Make some folks happier. The game is definitely chugging along now. Houseland wants some telephones. So does East Houseland. $110 sulfur resources. Ooh, we've got some gold mines that we can make. A feminist that wants wealth voting. Ugh. Industry banned. We don't want him anywhere near the levers of power. know what? I think I'm going to call it here. We've got about 10 years left. Maybe a little more. We're going to see if we can use that last little bit to get recognized. We've been depositing pretty well. We're not exactly at 2 GDP per person, but it's getting, you know, it's getting there. We were at 1 GDP per person. We're building about, well, a little bit more than 1 building per week, I would say. Somewhere in that area, depending on the size of the building, obviously. Belgium has 300 units. I'm guessing these units are highly technically sound. Trench infantry, oof. Trench, shrapnel, and lancers. Either way, it's going to be too much. It's going to take too long to get the relationship down. Oh, it's only 7%, 13% more chance if we owe an obligation. Well, I'm not rolling a dice on that. $800 conscripts. Ooh. Required for a militia, I guess. Spain, 200. Russia, we know Russia's not on the table. Prussia, they got a huge army. Italy's got 300 in their army. The French have got 700 in their army. Might be our only bet, our only opportunity here is just we might be able to get big enough to take on Belgium. But we would have to do everything into the war machine. Or we could cut taxes. That might help our people. Grain. How are they spending so much on grain? Groceries are cheap. Use electricity instead of coal. Coal's expensive. Get electricity. Come on, help me out. All right, well, we'll figure it out in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. See you next time.